Before we begin today's news, we wanted to thank everyone for 1,000 subs. It's a small number in the grand scheme of things, but it's pretty big to us.
It is, and thank you very much for all of your support. And a promise is a promise. I'll upload myself singing the DK rap later this week.
Booster will also be streaming Destiny 2, because he lost a bet, if you haven't seen the short, up until he's beaten all the content in the Witch Queen DLC.
God, you all better subscribe to us on here and follow us on Twitch, because I suffer for you.
Also, I got a new outfit. Okay, let's begin.
So, internal military documents were found via the Freedom of Information Act earlier this week, and it looks like the Army allocated millions of dollars on high-follower Call of Duty streamers, Twitch events, and esport tournament sponsorships.
Their goal was to target the Gen Z audience to try to recruit new soldiers to the Army, with a focus on women, African American, and Hispanic persons.
The planned sponsorships also included Paramount Plus, WWE, Twitch, and Activision.
But of course, when the sexual harassment charges began, the Army halted all transactions with Activision. Surprise. Also, I don't know why they thought a focus on esports would bring more women into the Army. Because the esports community is not playing nice with women.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Do you also like how the VGA just speed ran all the esports categories?
But yeah, well, I mean, who cares about esports, really?
Exactly.
Speaking of esports, well, actually, this has nothing to do with esports, but Tom French, the creative director of Halo Infinite's multiplayer, has departed 343.
This marks yet another change in the higher-up positions at 343 Studios.
Well, I mean, Halo Infinite's kind of poo anyway, so whatever. Also, 343 completely ruined Halo.
I've never played Halo, not really at least, so, you know.
No, yes, what?
I played Halo 3 online. That was
it. We played
it.
the campaign.
No, not really.
We played it together.
We never finished it.
No, probably not. Here's how bad 343 destroyed that game. Halo used to be the first-person shooter for console, right?
Sure.
It was every game had to be the Halo killer, right? Right? How do you take a game that is on that high of a pedestal and make it completely irrelevant?
Ow. And to any TCG fans, after 7 years, the Witcher card game Gwent will stop receiving support in 2024.
The game itself will still receive new cards and tournaments throughout the duration of 2023, but after that, all the team members will cease to work on Gwent to go work on other games. Probably Cyberpunk 2077 too. Wait, would it be 2077? Wait, it would be Cyberpunk 2072, right? Wait, well, that would be before Cyberpunk 2077. So that wouldn't really be much of a sequel, would it?
2078.
Oh, so yeah, no, that would make sense. Yeah.
Did anyone else know that The Witcher had a card game? I did not. Also, why is it called Gwent?
Game of the Year winner, Elden Ring, has announced that there is now DLC for the game, simply called Colosseum.
The DLC dropped without warning on the 7th and allows players to fight in free-for-alls and team battles with up to 6 players, special fights with spirit summoning, and one-on-one duels.
The patch also brings balancing adjustments, new hairstyles, and various bug fixes.
I want to play Elden Ring, but I should probably finish Bloodborne.
You gotta start. Well, no, Bloodborne or Dark Souls. Definitely.
I like Bloodborne. Well, I like the aesthetic of Bloodborne.
Okay. All right. Well, you're not streaming it though, or will you? We have to go back.
Yeah.
Level up.
Yeah. Except you're fucking wrong. I might, but I might have to implement a very strict no backseating. In our next set of news, Riot Games will be suing Chinese company NetEase over a potential Valorant clone called Hyperforce.
Well, so Riot accuses it of being a clone, citing one character in particular, Nemesis, noting the similarity in their cyber ninja appearance.
They also went on to state, and I quote, "All of our creative choices are mirrored in NetEase's game. We don't think that changing the color of a character ability or slightly modifying the visual appearance changes the fact that it's copyright infringement. It's like the old saying, you can put a lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig." I've never heard that, but okay. On that note, I do want to say that the new Love Nikki game also looks like a direct clone of Alice Madness.
You're just saying that with the jumping and the floating.
But there's also shrinking and the platforming.
Okay, but that's not going to stop you from buying it.
I will not know.
No.
In Cry Harder Sony news, Chad CEO Phil Spencer has committed to bringing Call of Duty to Nintendo Switch for 10 years.
Soy Boy Sony, however, calls the deal smoke and mirrors, stating that Nintendo's younger audience is not interested in the first-person shooter, despite the younger audience not even being their main audience, as Nintendo's main audience is adults, and younger audiences make up a minority of Nintendo's demographic. In a shocking turn of events, however, the FTC seems to be attempting to block the merger, stating that the $69 billion deal, Microsoft's largest ever and the largest ever in video game history, would enable Microsoft to suppress competitors to its Xbox gaming consoles and its rapidly growing subscription content and cloud business.
The complaint was issued after a 3-1 vote, and for those that don't know, a complaint is filed when there is a reason to believe that the law has been or is being violated, and it appears to the Commission that the proceeding is in the public interest.
However, both the Communications Workers of America and the European Commission argue that this is unconstitutional and have rallied in support of Microsoft.
So basically TLDR, Sony is dumb. Our final story is in regards to the Game Awards. Special thanks to everyone for coming to our Kawa Game Awards and our debut under the Newsdrop banner. Anyway, let's talk about the Bill Clinton kid.
The shocking moment around the kid that crashed the Game of the Year award has been identified, and we wanted to set the record straight for everyone since they thought he was some alt-right, anti-Semite guy who had an agenda to push.
Jason Schreier took to Twitter stating that he had an interview with the kid and that he was actually just a 15-year-old kid named Meton? The kid was just a prankster that wanted to get on stage.
Now, the same guy had previously trolled Alex Jones on Infowars to get on there just to state that there should be liberation for Taiwan and to free Hong Kong. He is truly a troll for the ages.
It's such a shame that he was murdered by Jeff after the Game Awards. At least Kojima was happy he didn't get arrested though. Anyway, that's it for this week's news. However, we do have a new Buried Alive banger.
This week we have Ixion. I think that sounds like a Kingdom Hearts character.
That
Anyway,
does.
it just came out this week and has eaten up a lot of the Skull's time, so I'll let him go on about it.
Hello, I am the Skull. Ixion is a survival colony builder game that takes place inside and out of a fuck-huge space station, the Tycoon. Your mission is to guide the Tycoon onwards on a perilous journey to find a new home for humanity after you blew up the last one. Station infrastructure, population management, exploration, survival, these responsibilities all fall on you. Make the tough calls, feel the dread from their consequences, all while the tunes of a kick-ass soundtrack from the composer of 40K Mechanicus enters your earholes. If you're a fan of colony builders that bring a sense of dread, like Frostpunk, get this game. And avoid Floodland, because it's a piece of shit. Farewell.
Thanks, Skull.
Alright, and here are the games coming out this week. Finally, Final Fantasy Crisis Core is coming out.
If you're a streamer, we don't recommend actually streaming this game, just because a lot of other people will be streaming it, and a lot of your viewers will want to play it before watching other people stream it. So we recommend streaming something else this week.
Also, these are the last games that are coming out this year. You've got a few mobile games, but who cares about those? Anyway, so next week and the week after, there won't be any upcoming games. And here's the schedule for next week. I'll do my second stream of Destiny on Thursday, like I promised. And on Saturday, we're going to do our 1K YouTube celebration.
So be there, or else. That's it for this week, so remember to sub to us for the latest gaming news.
Also, be sure to join the Discord for fun movie nights. We're going to be watching Die Hard this week. Anyway, this has been Newsdrop's NecroNews. Until next time, bye.